Today's horoscope, Scorpio October 4th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With the Sun and Mercury in your solar house connecting by a parallel aspect, there can be a greater need than usual for personal, private time. While you are inclined to look within for answers now, it can be a good time to converse. You're in a favorable position for solving problems, making sense of the past, and drawing up plans for the future. Others may seek your advice or wisdom. However, as the day advances, you may need to improve or adjust something you thought was complete. There could be vague disappointments or waning motivation for something you've been working on or towards. As well, try to avoid getting too worked up about what others are doing or thinking, and keep a lower profile than usual. Try not to overthink things, though it can be a real tendency now with Mercury forming an awkward angle to Saturn. Obligations can eat up your time, so it makes sense to clear up your duties rather than avoid them as they tend to hang in your aura anyhow. It's not a time for bold moves, but you're in good shape for doing some weighing of pros and cons. Destiny is singing particularly loudly now. A solar arrived in Libra, the air zodiac sign symbolized by the scales. Whenever this happens, we are encouraged to align with others and interact. We crave balance and harmony in our lives, but we achieve this through relationships and organizing ourselves in ways that we can work more cohesively with others. Embrace this energy as it begins to creep in. Partnerships always take the spotlight during important lunations in Libra. Destiny is blasting a door wide open for you. How can you handle work stressors differently? Some old emotional wounds might be triggered throughout your workday since the moon in Libra will oppose Chiron retrograde in Aries. The cosmic energy will bring your pains to the forefront of your mind. A coworker could say something that hurts your feelings, or a situation may play out in a way that causes you to feel sad. Although it is disheartening to have something like this happen, the cosmic energy will remind you that you can change how you choose to address these issues. Today's planetary aspect could make you feel a bit looser than you normally do. Yes, loose. Unsure about what you think, more flexible about what you do, possibly more willing to be intimate or romantic with others. You are naturally curious. Channel this curiosity and newfound flexibility by exploring yoga and other exercise apps. Practice deep breathing to give your nervous and respiratory systems the boost they need. In your sentimental life, you are going to be on a cloud. Whether you are single or part of a couple, Cupid will be close by and seem to whisper sweet nothings in your ear that you should repeat for the pleasure of those close to you. Your charm will conquer everyone today and you will be filled with joy and love, and have great confidence in yourself. No one will be able to resist you. But don't think this will last because this kind of situation is usually short-lived. With Venus already in Scorpio and receiving significant support, your heart's desires are gaining the power to start becoming reality. As you approach the final month of your current solar, there is an opportunity to pause and reflect. While a new moon typically signifies new beginnings and future aspirations, today's eclipsing new moon occurs just 10 days after the Sun entered a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart. This alignment brings together the past, present, and future, allowing you to view both what lies ahead and what has come before with equal clarity. What made Moon's friendly aspect to Uranus in your relationship sector and Pluto in your communication sector yesterday special is that while it has moved on, they are still here. Until Pluto turns direct later next week, they are both in retrograde motion, and as this is the last time in our lifetime that he will be, this leaves you with everything needed to keep giving your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Daily Planetary Overview. Working through moments of frustration is never easy, and today might feel particularly challenging. The typically harmonious energy of the Libra moon is being pulled into tension by both Mars and Cancer in Chiron retrograde in Aries, creating a perfect storm for emotional highs and lows. Have you ever noticed how, sometimes, emotions can seem to hit harder out of nowhere? That's the kind of energy today might bring big, potentially painful feelings that surface unexpectedly. And while it's normal to feel a little off balance, especially when something triggers you, remember this: Challenges like these are often the universe's way of nudging us toward growth. Think back to a time when you found yourself reacting to a situation in a way that surprised even you. Maybe someone said something that hit a nerve, or an unexpected problem arose that left you feeling frustrated. We've all been there. The key is not just to manage the frustration, but to see it as an opportunity to change how you respond. Yes, it's easier said than done, but consider this: every time you're triggered, you're given a chance to evolve. You might struggle to regain your emotional balance in the moment, but taking a step back can help you reassess how you handle difficult situations in the future. Have you ever noticed that when you pause before reacting, you often find a clearer, calmer way to handle things? If your mind feels like it's running a mile a minute today, full of promising ideas, you're not alone. This is a time when many creative or innovative thoughts might rush in, but the challenge lies in focus. Have you ever had one of those days where you're bursting with inspiration but can't quite figure out where to start? It's exciting, but it can also be overwhelming. Today, try to pick one idea and give it your full attention. Write down the others so you can come back to them later. Focusing on just one thing not only helps you make real progress, but it also brings clarity and perspective to what you're trying to achieve. Sometimes, by narrowing our focus, we can make the biggest impact. Your powers of reasoning are running smoothly right now, and you're able to see clearly what's important in your life. This is a gift because, later on, when things feel a bit more uncertain, you'll have this moment of clarity to fall back on. Have you ever gone through a difficult phase and found yourself grateful for earlier insights that helped guide you? This is one of those times. By focusing on what truly matters to you now, you're setting yourself up for success when the path forward isn't as clear. In terms of financial matters, you might be seeking a little extra security right now, and that's totally understandable. But here's a gentle reminder: being cautious doesn't mean you have to deny yourself all joy. Sometimes, when we're focused on saving or being responsible, we can fall into the trap of thinking we need to cut out all indulgence. But balance is key. Maybe you treat yourself to something small today, something that brings a little joy into your life. It's about finding that sweet spot where you're thinking ahead but also enjoying the present moment. Right now, the stars are favorably aligned when it comes to your financial instincts, so trust yourself. You're in a good position to make smart decisions, whether it's related to an investment, a negotiation, or simply managing your resources wisely. Have you ever felt that intuitive nudge that tells you you're making the right call, even if it's a small one? That's what today is offering you: the right instincts to navigate financial decisions confidently. As long as you don't aim too high or get caught up in grand expectations, you'll find plenty of options opening up for you. And if there are any outstanding financial claims or loose ends to tie up, now's the time to handle them. They'll likely be resolved in your favor. So, as you navigate the challenges and opportunities of the day, keep this in mind: frustration and growth often go hand in hand. Each difficult moment offers you the chance to become a better, more thoughtful version of yourself. And with the clarity and intuition you have right now, there's nothing you can't handle. How do you plan to channel this energy today? Have you felt any big shifts in your thinking or relationships lately? Share your thoughts and experiences below. I'd love to hear how you're navigating this powerful energy.